10 Stoic Rules for Life. Listen to this. They will prioritize you. Stoicism, Stoic mindset. Welcome to Stoic Keys. In today's video, 10 Stoic Rules for Life. Listen to this. They will prioritize you. Stoicism, Stoic mindset. We'll explore how applying Stoic principles can help you become more valued and prioritized in your relationships. These rules, inspired by ancient Stoic wisdom, offer practical guidance for personal growth and enhancing your connections with others. Stay tuned to learn how to integrate these powerful lessons into your daily life for a more fulfilling and respected existence. Have you ever felt overlooked or unappreciated by those you care about? It's a common pain, feeling like your needs and emotions are not valued. But what if there were ways to change this dynamic, to make others see you as someone valuable and irreplaceable? In this video, we will unveil 10 Stoic rules that can transform how others perceive and prioritize you. Rule 1. Keep some things to yourself and be a bit mysterious. The idea of not knowing everything about you is attractive, and this mystery can make you powerful. As Seneca said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Take this as your guidance. Be present, but also keep a sense of mystery. Like a book with hidden chapters, let others discover more about you slowly. Share pieces of your life over time, letting them become interested and curious about you. This way, your personality becomes like a puzzle they want to solve, making them even more excited to explore your character. Think about Cleopatra, the famous historical figure. She wasn't just attractive and powerful, she was also mysterious. She kept her thoughts and reasons hidden, making people very curious about her. If you want to get people's attention, be surprising, like taking a different path through new and unfamiliar areas. This will draw them in and make them want to understand you better. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. Let them explore and be a part of your journey. In simple terms, don't show everything about your life to everyone. Instead, think of your life like a book with many chapters. Each chapter shows a bit more about the interesting person you are. By keeping some things mysterious, you become more attractive, and others will want to know more about you. This Stoic mindset will help you maintain your appeal and keep people intrigued. Rule 2. Don't make someone the most important thing in your life. Remember, your life shouldn't be all about just one person. Think of yourself like a bright star in the sky, shining with your own light and energy. You have your own path, separate from theirs. Don't let everything in your life revolve around them. You have your own dreams, goals, and who you are as a person. This way of thinking makes you more interesting, and it keeps them curious about your life and what makes them more excited. Your independence and sense of adventure make the relationship more interesting. When you don't put them at the center of your world, you become even more attractive. Living a life outside the limits of the relationship helps you keep growing and adds excitement and freedom to your partnership. Think about what Marcus Aurelius, the wise ruler and philosopher, once said. "If you're at peace with yourself, you're in harmony with the world." This quote connects with the idea of staying independent in relationships. Let's look at someone from history, like Sir Isaac Newton, a brilliant scientist who changed how we understand the universe. Even with his hard work and a lot of demands on him, he had a rich personal life with hobbies, friends, and his own interests. He could balance his work success with having a strong personal identity. This made him not just an amazing scientist, but also a well-rounded person. People admired him not only for his smarts, but also for his independence. This mix of being independent in your personal life and dedicated in your work is a great example of how it can lead to a more satisfying and balanced life. This Stoic mindset of maintaining personal independence is crucial for balanced relationships. Rule 3. Make your own happiness. This means believing that real happiness comes from inside you. It's about being confident and independent, which naturally makes you more attractive. Instead of depending on others to make you happy, you find fulfillment on your own. Being confident and happy on your own makes you more attractive. People are naturally attracted to those who are positive and sure of themselves. When you find joy inside yourself, you become like a shining light that inspires others. When you make your own happiness, it shows that you're not looking for someone else to make you feel complete. You're already a happy and complete person on your own. This is attractive because it doesn't make others responsible for your happiness. Instead, you want to share the happiness you have with others and make their lives better. This makes your presence very attractive, shining with positivity and confidence that naturally attracts people to you. Seneca once said, "True happiness is when you enjoy the present and don't worry too much about the future." This means you can make yourself happy. Think about Theodore Roosevelt. Even if he had a lot of problems, like losing his wife and mother on the same day, he knew how to make himself happy. He lived a strong and active life, doing things like boxing and helping others. His happiness and energy came from inside, not from what others thought. This made him a popular leader. He could be happy and find meaning in himself, even when things were tough. That's why he's an impressive historical figure, showing how strong it is to make your own happiness. How do you find joy in your life without relying on others? Share your thoughts in the comments. By embracing these Stoic rules, you're enhancing your value and presence in the lives of others. Drop a comment saying Stoic Mindset to affirm your commitment to these life-changing principles. Stay tuned. There's more empowering knowledge on the way. Rule 4. Make people afraid of losing you. People often don't appreciate what's easy to get, but they care more when there's a chance of losing it. Imagine yourself as someone they can't replace, and if you were gone, they'd miss you a lot. You're not just one of many options. You're very important to them. How can you make them feel that way? By being independent and able to take care of yourself. Your life is interesting and fulfilling all on its own, even without them in it. This makes them want to be a part of your life because they see it as a special opportunity, not something they expect. This idea is similar to a philosophy that says you can control your thinking even if you can't control everything else around you. Understand this, and you'll feel stronger. Your power comes from being independent and having an interesting life. People will see you as someone important, not just another person seeking their attention. They'll make an effort to keep you in their life. You don't need to chase or beg for their attention. They should be the ones trying to get your attention. So make them a bit worried about losing you. Let them actively want to be a part of your life and see you as something valuable. Let's look at how Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak worked together at the start of Apple as an example. Wozniak was really good at engineering and played a big role in making the first Apple computers. His technical skills and creative ideas helped Apple succeed early on. Jobs saw how special Wozniak's talents were and how important he was to their project. Jobs didn't just work with Wozniak. He also helped and highlighted Wozniak's work in their teamwork. Wozniak was not just a partner, he was really important. If he wasn't there, it would have been a big problem for Jobs and Apple. This shows how vital it is to notice and appreciate what each person brings to the team, making yourself someone they can't replace in any group project. Rule 5. Be valuable and let others invest in you. Know that you're special, like a precious gem that others should want to have. Your worth isn't just about being around, it's about being an important and intentional part of someone's life. Remember, when something is easy to get, it's not always appreciated. Real appreciation comes from putting in effort and being committed. As people spend their time, emotions, and energy on you, their connection to you becomes stronger. You change from being someone they barely like to becoming someone they really care about. Your job isn't to beg for their attention or love. Instead, it's to prove that you bring something valuable to their life, something worth their genuine interest. Let them choose to invest in you so your presence becomes a valued part of their life, and they wouldn't want to let you go. Seneca said, "To make a precious stone shine, you have to rub it, and to make a person better, they need to face difficulties." This shows how your worth isn't just about existing, but about being wanted and working to improve. Think about the story of Alexander the Great and his teacher Aristotle. Aristotle was not just any teacher to the young prince. He was like a bright light of knowledge and smart thinking, which was really important for ruling an empire. Alexander, who was known for being very ambitious and smart, understood how valuable Aristotle's teachings were. He spent a lot of time and effort learning from him. It wasn't a regular student-teacher relationship. It was a close relationship where the student saw the teacher as a really important resource, like a treasure chest of wisdom. Aristotle didn't make it easy for Alexander to learn. He made it a challenging journey to gain wisdom, and that's what made Aristotle's teaching so important for Alexander's greatness. Rule 6. Put your needs first. This rule says it's super important to think about what you need and how you feel in any relationship. You should always know your own worth and avoid being in situations where you're not valued or treated well. You understand how important you are, and you won't accept anything less than what you deserve. Your happiness and feeling good about yourself should never be something you give up, especially not for someone who doesn't treat you right. When you put yourself and your happiness first, you're showing that you won't let anyone make you feel small or less important. In any relationship, you are equal, and your feelings matter a lot. You're not here to be pushed aside or seek approval from others. Your aim is to have good, respectful relationships that are based on respecting yourself. When you stand up for yourself, you become more influential in anyone's life. Basically, this rule reminds you that your happiness and self-respect are super important and should always be your main focus. It's about putting your own dreams and interests at the top of your list. To put it in simpler words, like Marcus Aurelius once said, "What really bothers people are not the things that happen, but how they think about them." This quote connects with rule number 6 because it shows how important it is to think about and handle situations in relationships. Rule 7. Don't always be ready and waiting. The rarest and most special things aren't everywhere, and your availability shouldn't be either. Understand that your time is valuable, and you shouldn't give it away freely to anyone who asks. Put your own life first. Imagine a life where you're not always waiting around. It's a situation where your entire life doesn't focus on meeting the expectations or desires of others. You have your own life to live and explore, and the people who get to be part of it should feel lucky. It's important to find balance and not always be ready to drop everything for others. Show that your time and attention are important. People are attracted to those who have their own interests and plans. When it's obvious that you're not just waiting around, it makes them curious. They start thinking about what you're up to, and it creates a sense of wanting to be with you. Being available all the time makes it seem like they can have you whenever they want. But remember, you're not just anyone. You're a valuable person. This isn't about playing games. It's about showing that you have an exciting life with or without them. By not always being ready to drop everything for them, they learn to appreciate the time they get to spend with you. Avoid the urge to be constantly accessible. Think about what Seneca said. We often get scared for no reason, and we suffer more because we imagine things than from what actually happens. This means it's important to value your own time and what you think rather than being afraid of missing out or always being available to others. How do you balance being available and maintaining your own interests? Share your experiences in the comments. Rule 8. Don't always be the one to start the conversation. Engage in relationships with a sense of balance and mutual respect by not always being the one to initiate conversations. When you constantly take the lead, it can give the impression that you are too available, possibly diminishing your perceived value. Allowing others to start the conversation sometimes demonstrates that you have a life filled with other interests and activities. This subtle shift not only shows your self-respect, but also helps you gauge their genuine interest in maintaining the relationship. By not always being the first to reach out, you create space for the other person to invest effort and show their interest in you. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "The best way to get back at someone who did you wrong is to not act like them." This principle applies to communication, where maintaining your dignity means not mimicking behaviors that lead to imbalance or make you feel undervalued. Instead of seeking constant validation or attention, prioritize self-respect and allow relationships to unfold naturally. In modern life, this approach is particularly relevant. In an era where instant communication is the norm, it's easy to feel compelled to always be the one to initiate contact, whether through messages or social media. However, adopting a Stoic mindset helps you focus on the quality of interactions rather than the quantity. By ensuring that communication is a two-way street, you cultivate relationships based on mutual respect and genuine interest, ultimately leading to more fulfilling and balanced connections. Remember, it's not about playing games. It's about fostering a healthy dynamic where both parties contribute equally to the relationship. So next time, resist the urge to always be the first to text or call and observe how the relationship evolves. This mindful approach can significantly enhance your personal and professional interactions, ensuring they are grounded in respect and mutual effort. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these Stoic rules do you find most helpful in your life? Just comment Rule 1 for mystery, or Rule 3 for happiness, or any rule that resonates with you. Let's share and grow together. Rule 9. Don't get too attached emotionally. This rule is about finding the right balance of emotions in your journey to become important to someone. It means making sure your emotions don't take over the relationship and that your needs are not only heard but also respected. It's about finding the right mix between sharing your feelings and staying calm. Even if emotions are a big part of who we are, showing them too much can sometimes make us seem less valuable. In the words of Seneca, the best way to deal with anger is to wait. This quote is the heart of rule number 9. It's about being patient and controlling our emotional reactions. How do you manage your emotions in relationships? Let us know in the comments. Rule 10. Be willing to walk away from a relationship that doesn't. This rule is all about understanding your own worth and not letting anyone disrespect you. You need to set clear rules about how you want to be treated in any relationship. When those rules are consistently ignored, you have to be brave enough to move on, even if you have strong feelings. This isn't being mean, it's taking care of yourself. It shows that you respect yourself and won't let someone treat you badly. By being ready to leave, you send a strong message that the situation is serious. This might make the other person realize they need to treat you better if they want to keep you in their life. Your aim isn't to hold on to relationships that don't make you happy and confident. Instead, it's about building healthy relationships based on mutual respect. Sometimes that means having the strength to walk away when it's necessary. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you can control your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This means you have the power to control your inner strength and self-respect, even when things in your external relationships aren't going well. We've talked about 10 important ways to make yourself unforgettable to others. These include keeping some mystery, not always being available, letting others invest in you, and putting your own needs first. You need to find the right balance in how you communicate and not make your whole life about someone else. Taking care of your own happiness and emotional well-being makes you more attractive. Remember, it's crucial to value yourself and be ready to leave relationships that don't treat you well. This isn't about seeking attention. It's about building healthy and respectful relationships. By following these principles, you become someone that others naturally want to value. If you ever feel like you're just an option, remember that you have the power to make choices in your life, including the choice to walk away. Your worth is very high, and you deserve people who recognize and respect that. Adopting this Stoic mindset will help you maintain your dignity and self-respect. Thank you for watching. We've discussed 10 powerful Stoic rules to help you become more prioritized and valued by others. By integrating these principles into your daily life, you can achieve personal growth and happiness. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Stoic Keys. Share your thoughts on how you'll use these Stoic lessons in your life in the comments. Together, we're not just a channel. We're a community committed to wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Join us on this journey to living with intention and purpose. Until next time, stay wise and stay strong.